Joining me on the news at 7 to further discuss the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking is President SELAC Initiatives and an anti-drug activist, Sonny Rakpo. He joins me live from Chicago, Illinois, where he's a part of the Leadership Exchange Program in the fight against drug abuse in Nigeria. Thanks for joining us on the news.
Thank you so much for having me.
Indeed, you're welcome. The theme for this year's observance is about the importance of treating people who use drugs with respect and empathy. How well would you say we're doing in Nigeria in providing this kind of support and also, offering alternatives to punishment?
Well, the Nigeria situation, it is pathetic that we are very, very below standard as we speak, because drug addiction takes our young people to the state of destruction. And many are seeking for help, many are seeking for avenues for them to be treated. But as I speak with you, we have if we even have rehab centers, they are not enough. And I know that for them to be treated, we needed an avenues, which have to do with creating more rehabilitation centers for them to be treated. But this is poorly carried out in our nation. So young people right now, they don't even have where to go. And the ones that we have that are driven by private individuals, they are expensive. They cannot be afforded by these young people. Their family members are poor. They cannot even afford every bit of it. So as we speak right now, the venues, the rehab centers, they are not enough. I know that the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, they are trying to build at least 6 in the 6 geopolitical region, of which 3 are captured in this year's budget. So we are calling on the government to speed up actions so that they can create rehab centers. But over the time, we are preaching that prevention, they say, is better than cure. Why are we waiting for young people to be addicted so that we can treat them? Because that treatment alone costs the government a lot of money. So instead of we diverting those money into meaningful productions, such as creating employment, creating infrastructures that will generate more money to the government, we will not be spending those money for treatment and rehab. I know over time that the government is spending about 34 million naira in treating those that are incarcerated. So that is why we are saying that even for them to be captured and put in prison is a wrong approach. So we are saying that users to be educated. Indeed. Because once they are educated, it's going to save the government a lot of money. It's going to save the family a lot of money. How will you feel when you spend $1 for taking drugs and at the end of the day you are spending $10 for treatment and rehabilitation? Even at the government level, the same thing. So we are saying that the best approach that we can adopt as we mark this year International Day Against Drug Abuse is to sensitize the citizens on the dangers of drug abuse. Let them know that there is a health implication to their actions. Let them know that family can be relegated to the background as a result of drug abuse. Let them know that it can lead to family disintegration. Let them know that the economy cannot be vibrant because the lives of young people who are supposed to be contributing to the growth and development of the country are being taken away by drug abuse. Because at the state of addiction, the body is conditioned to take drugs. And we are saying that addiction is a 3-generation disease which can move from one generation to the other. So we are losing our productive minds. We are losing our young people to drug abuse, because what drug does is that it's going to reduce the level of thinking, it's going to reduce the level of planning in young people. So if we must tackle the issue of drug abuse in Nigeria, we must create rehabilitation centers, we must create employment opportunities for our young people, we must also increase the level of sensitization and education of citizens, because the only way we can cure this ignorance is by passing across relevant information. And that is why some of us were in the United States of America to sit and to collaborate with NGOs and organizations that are working, because we need a lot of structures, we need avenue for young people to exert their energies.
Sounds like a very passionate
they are appeal. Taking them to other means of that will be harmful to the economy. So we are saying that the government must be up and doing as far as the issue of drug abuse is concerned.
Anti-drug activist Sonny Rakpo, live for us from the U.S. Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you so much for having me.
And now let's turn to